Hey guys, welcome back. We're about to show you some Diablo 3 Eternal Collection with me. My name's Eric. I have Katie. I have Scott, Toxic.
Toxic Scott. You'll see the Toxic soon.
He has a million nicknames. We got D, a.k.a. Demetrius, a.k.a. Falafel. I just made that up. I don't know, that's weird. We're getting loopy here, sorry. And then we got Vincent, a.k.a. Vince. And we're going to jump in, so please take it away.
Yeah, so like as we said, we're here to show you Diablo 3 The Eternal Collection. And we're going to split this in pretty much into two parts. So to start, I wanted kind of to show you guys Act 1 in the campaign. And Act 1 is all about the Fallen Star and taking down the Skeleton King, which is what we kind of jumped to. So right now I'm actually in the crypt of the Skeleton King. And for those who don't know, Diablo 3 is an action RPG. It's a really, really fun game, all about collecting loot, using different abilities to take down monsters, while playing against a lot of, well, playing with your friends, I should say, and competing against others when you're in the leaderboard, which we'll show in a little bit. Now, right now, pretty much to start out, I am actually playing with my created character. This is my own actual build. I've named this guy Gustar. It was kind of random. I should have probably picked a better name.
It's fine.
But I picked a monk class. This is a starting character. He's level 10. So if we actually go into the inventory screen, it's breaking down like this. We have a radial menu, which shows each different piece of equipment. For example, it's my main hand. Over here is my offhand, so my right hand, left hand. My gloves, my shoulders, which I don't have anything yet. Chest and helm. I just got a new piece, but we'll cover that a little bit at a time for those who are just new to this game. And that's how it's broken down. So you get loot, you collect them, you use them to build your stats and make your character more stronger. And then you also get these really awesome skills that belong to each corresponding button. For example, the A button gives me Fists of Thunder for right now. And I have a powering rune that gives it an additional ability, so it releases an electric shock with every punch and causes knockback, which is really great because I want to keep people off of me, essentially.
Right, and there's basically like an ability and a rune for every play style. The depth in this game is just incredible how much you can customize your character. And play exactly
lots of customization, many different ways to play, many different abilities. And I haven't even unlocked them all yet with this character. I still have my level 14 and level 19. And then your passive skills, and then your Kanai cube. It's really awesome.
Well, not only that, those are only the skills for this one class. But you have a ton of different classes in the game. So it's like there's the depth here is just like mind-blowing.
It's really cool.
It seems like every level you get at least like one new skill or one new rune.
Something new to play with each time.
Yeah.
It's not like they're mad that you punched their door in.
Well, I mean, that's what I do. I'm here to take down the Skeleton King. They might not like that, but, you know.
Breaking all the vases. And
I'm coming for them.
And with a lot of depth, you know, I played Diablo 3 when it came out on PC at launch, and, you know, now that I've picked it up again on Switch, like, I'm just touching stuff I never even saw before. One, because the game has changed so much, it's been updated so much, but also, like, there are just so many classes I just never played, I've never, you know, experienced different things, and like.
And with the Eternal Collection, all of the DLC comes included from the start, so you get to play as the new Necromancer class, as well as jump right into the seasons as well. Plus, we've been playing together offline, which is amazing that you can just, you know, pick it up and just start playing anywhere at any time. We probably played an unhealthy amount, but I love it.
We're not going to admit how much.
Yeah.
It's better that way.
I don't think I should.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't.
I really, really love this game. It's so much fun. All right, so let me go ahead and take these guys down to make my way to the Skeleton King. Now, to explain why it's called the Fallen Star in the first act is essentially the world is called Sanctuary, and something has fallen from the sky in the town of New Tristram, and we're investigating this cathedral. And in order to understand what's fallen and crashed in this cathedral, we have to defeat the Skeleton King. In a roundabout way, yeah. Otherwise, I don't want to explain the whole entire chapter, but it's a good way to kind of start it out.
Do you think before he starts punching you, you've got time to bring out your little gold collecting friend?
Oh, yes, I need to. Well, I also have it on my other character, which I'm going to bring out, too.
Oh, okay. We'll save it for then.
Yeah. Okay.
Lennon, so you're playing the single player right now, but you've got that character along with you to help you out.
Yeah, so I have my follower. This is the very first follower you get. You get 3 total, but you can only use 1 at a time when playing by yourself. When you have friends, they don't join you, but it's still nice to have. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the time.
Sorry, is there a boss fight you should be paying attention to right
Yeah,
now?
there's this guy called this, the Mad King of Tristram. I just, gotta protect himself.
A
here.
guy with a giant mace trying to rearrange
I'm
you.
already wearing his crown, so he's probably not happy about that.
So whenever you're seeing these yellow numbers pop up, those are the critical attacks that you're doing. Every attack you do has like a damage number that pops up, but you can customize which ones show up. So currently, only critical attacks are showing up to show you how much damage you're doing.
It gets really visually crazy if you've got the health bars on and the damage numbers on, and you're playing an AoE damage class.
Right.
And I'm also using one attack to build up for another attack. Essentially, monks have spirit, and that's that globe you're seeing on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. I'm building that up so I can use this kick here.
I need spirit.
I know,
And
I
then
just
you run out.
case in point, which was a
Friendly reminder.
perfect segue.
Better now than when you were fighting the giant skeleton.
Yeah, correct.
And that was a pretty easy fight, but that's because you've kind of played this character up a little bit, and
Played him
you're
up a little
on a
bit.
certain difficulty level. There are
Right.
so many difficulty
There's
levels. you can
vast
set this
amounts of
to.
difficulty levels. So that's just a quick look exactly at the campaign mode, which is a full story. You travel around this really cool world, warping different spots. But we're going to show next is I'm actually going to back out and quit, and we're going to go into adventure mode where it's kind of more of the end game, but you can actually play this from the start. So it's really, really cool. It's something I'm really, really happy that is in this game. And what I'd like to do is kind of show off all of our characters, and we're all going to play some really fun stuff. So this was my level 10, but if I actually change, you can see I have different characters I've been playing with here for a while. So this is my monk that I've been playing. It's a seasonal character, and seasons are something that's really particularly cool in Diablo 3. And essentially, when you start a season, you have a particular time to level up a character brand new, and you can follow this really cool journey where you get all brand new loot, and you can put yourself on a leaderboard as well. All right, so now I'm going to go into game settings. Going to be adventure mode. I'm going to up the difficulty to torment 4. No,
snap.
let's go 5.
Turn it up just a little.
Just a little bit.
I think we can
We
handle
good with
it.
that? All right. So as you can see, as you go higher and higher, you get a bonus gold, even better loot, all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna give it a shot here. I think we're all good to go on this
I'm
one.
going to be hiding behind you
so.
probably.
All right.
I'm going to use you as a shield.
maybe I'm a monk. I can
Just run away from me.
Now I should be running around with my new pet, which is also exclusive to this version. One of the new
Yes.
Kukos, which is
Kuko.
really, really cool. And I will also switch into the transmog outfit that I made that looks just like Ganondorf. Really, really cool stuff.
So why doesn't everyone go through and tell the people what classes you're playing?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Let's start down with Vince.
Vince?
Yeah, well, I am playing the wizard. Main mana, or the main resource for me is mana versus the spirit for UD as a monk. Typically a kind of a long-range class. I like to think of myself as a glass cannon. I like to stay back and really shoot laser beams and shoot some snowballs out there. You're going to see a lot of different elements coming from the wizard.
Might rely on for a little bit of DPS there, some damage.
Oh, totally, yeah. You'll see some good DPS from me. Don't
You
worry.
can see that Tox has joined. He can run around in the world.
Witch
here.
Doctor.
So I'm playing the Witch Doctor. I use mana as my primary resource.
With a Kuko pet right
With
there.
I got the Kuko pet here. He's along for the ride to help me pick up all the gold that I run past. There's a lot of different builds for the Witch Doctor. Right now, I'm favoring it's called Acid Rain. I'm calling it the Vomit build, just because it means that I like stand
just
at
want to
just.
throw up on people.
It's
Let's
just-
be real.
Yeah, I mean, I just line up with Demetrius and I'm like, hey D, come here. I want to show you this.
So
all
toxic
you
was
wanna
a bit
do.
of a
Yeah, Toxic
Freudian
wasn't
slip
an
earlier.
accident there. That was
Strategically
that was some
planned.
foreshadowing.
That was.
And then Katie, you are?
Yeah, so I am the demon hunter here. Let me try to wiggle around a little bit. So I am a specialist in long range attacks, so I don't want to get into close quarters in any situation. So I'm peppering the battlefield with arrows and grenades and bombs, and I dip
Flipping
into
all over the place.
I flip a lot, as you can see. And from there, I'm dipping into my hatred. So on Demetrius' screen, you see that globe on the bottom left. I've got hatred on the left, and then I've got a second one on the right, discipline.
So it's different for every character.
Yeah, so I can't just focus like all on hate. Like the hate does run out eventually, believe it or not.
That's a
oddly.
great thing.
And
Yeah.
I think the internet.
in real
would
life, I
disagree
don't know.
with you,
But like, eventually I need to temper that hatred with some discipline, and that's where I'll be dodging, evading attacks. So it's a delicate balance.
Okay, and then quickly, so why don't we get started? So as I said, we're in adventure mode. So pretty much right away, all adventure mode kind of unlocks a lot of different ways and a lot of different things. From the beginning here, we can pull up this map, and what we have here are called bounties. And when you complete 5 bounties, you actually get rewarded with extra gold and a Heraldric cash. And what's really cool is right now, since a season is going, the seasonal bonus right now actually gives you 2. So it ups the chance to get really great loot that's exclusive to bounties. Something that I actually have wearing right now, which is a Royal Ring of Grandeur, which is really cool.
Cool. All right, let's kill some demons.
Yeah, so we're going to get right into this. Actually, since I already pulled it up, why don't we go ahead and... No. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So the other side of this is the Nintendopolis right here. And you can run what's called rifts. So you have a regular rift and a greater rift. We're going to do a regular Nephilim rift here. And essentially, you go through the rifts, defeating hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes of demons to go through to find really great loot, get tons of gold, special gems, and stuff like that. And it's on a timer if you're in the greater rifts. But the rift that we're playing right now, we just have to defeat enough enemies for the Guardian to appear. Kind of think of him like a boss. All right, so I'm going to make my way up here.
Right, and that meter on the left side is tracking how full you need to...
yeah, how many more enemies we need to defeat, right? We're at 1%, but as we defeat enemies, you'll start to see it climb. And if we come across elite enemies who could have like all different kinds of abilities right there, Molten, Knockback, so he'll explode when we defeat them, all kinds of stuff. Oh, don't
like that.
die!
You're showing what happens when they explode.
Yeah.
Right, there are a lot of kind of environmental traps and hazards that you actually need to avoid, or else you're going to be in World of Hurt.
Correct. And then one thing to point out is since I'm now playing a monk that's level 70 and he's pretty high up in a lot of abilities and gear that I have, so I am now changing up my playstyle. And essentially, I have what's called 7-sided strike, and I'm going to try to hit opponents with that, and it'll deal massive damage. I'm also going to try to apply what's called explosive palm. So when an enemy dies, they explode, and it deals a lot of area damage. That's, of course, if Vincent doesn't take him out first.
Signature move.
Oh!
Yeah, you have an elaborate combo, and
I
Vincent
almost
shoots
died
lasers.
there. Yeah.
I'm a simple guy, Scott.
And I got to be careful when I'm talking and doing that. I almost walked right into a bomb and killed myself. All right, let's keep going. We're at 20%.
So before we saw your crits were doing like 200 damage or something, but after hours and hours of gameplay, your crits are doing like 3 million, 4 million. Right
oh,
there.
I can hit for much higher than that.
Yeah, depending on the move, you can probably do what, like 3 billion or something.
Yeah,
like
I've
that?
seen in the billions. I haven't got there yet, but I'm aiming to get there once I collect some more set pieces, which really enhances the way you play and opens up a lot of avenues for game style damage and etc.
Right, and that's what's really addictive is like you play, and then you get this loot piece that you've wanted, and it like merges, or I guess it like synergizes with the rest of your loot.
Yes.
And then suddenly you're like your damage, you're doing 1 billion damage. It just feels great to see those numbers pop up like that.
Yeah, the set pieces give you some really amazing perks. Like right now, I'm only wearing one piece of a helmet that, if I get a second piece, will give me this giant spider that'll follow me around.
That's amazing.
Which is I'm not excited about. 'Cause I don't really like spiders, so there's highs and lows.
You'll be all right.
I'll just look away whenever it's fighting.
D, have you been playing without us? Your Paragon level keeps rising and rising.
Yeah, I'm at 309.
Wow. 309 Paragon. That's crazy. So with each Paragon point, you can actually increase a stat on your character, and that carries across characters, I believe, too.
Yeah, once you hit level 70, it keeps going after that. But if I created a new character, I can use my Paragon levels. And sorry, guys, I went the wrong direction. Here we go.
It's okay. It gave us a chance to kill some things.
All right, so we're doing good. We're at 47%. I think when we get to about 75, I'll switch out to a different set gear, kind of show some other stuff off.
Oh, there.
Right now I'm rocking the
reflection.
Urena's set gear, which is really, really great for the type of moves that I'm using.
You know, after playing this on PC, I was a little bit worried that like using control sticks, you know, to play a game like Diablo would be kind of weird, but it feels really great. The movement is incredible.
Yeah, this
and
is
the aiming.
wonderful.
And, like, it's actually, I can't see myself going back to PC after playing this.
You know, something just very small that I really like is that the Joy-Con, actually moving the Joy-Con is your roll.
Right.
Which is super great because when you panic and you start flailing around, you'll start rolling away from the danger.
Yeah, you can like flick the Joy-Con when it's...
Not that I ever do that or panic or anything.
Of course not.
And that's how the development team was able to implement single
that
Joy-Con
floor?
play, was by having that flick of the motion as
That's
your dodge.
incredible.
That's right.
I'm going to try to find this next floor. And I got the channeling pylon, so it allows me to use my abilities a lot.
Yeah, he's like
Always,
he's
basically.
I love it 'cause I
dashing
can just
around
dash.
everywhere.
It's so much fun.
You're leaving everyone else behind, though, man.
I know. I'm just trying to. I'm scouting the perimeter.
Oh, okay.
Probably when I head
Teleport back to you,
south.
too.
Yeah, well,
I'm
maybe
thinking-
some southeast here.
I think. Okay.
All right, so you guys are 66% full on this bar.
Are we? Okay.
We did really good progress for just
This is
the
a
first
great
floor.
floor. Yeah. All right. Wow. Yeah. This was a really dense floor.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right. Head this way.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
All right.
So there's lots of items on the ground to pick up, and you know, in most games, usually when you have to pick stuff up, it's like you kind of have to make a sacrifice. What am I going to pick up? What am I going to drop? But luckily, you can go back to town if you over-encumber yourself.
Right.
And a good thing too to note is just the way that this game is built out. You can just look and see, oh, there's green arrows pointing up, which means that it's increased. And it could be 1 to 3 arrows, the same in reverse with red arrows. So it's a pretty easy way to read the game and understand what's good and not good for your character.
Yeah. Not to mention, you don't have to fight over loot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know everybody has played games with like their younger or older sibling where they keep taking all the good stuff.
Yeah, but in this game,
get it
every
all.
player gets their own loot drops,
Yeah.
so you don't actually share loot with the rest of them.
And now I'm
I mean,
quickly
you
going to
can't
switch.
you can't trade and share loot if you're like, hey, I picked this thing up, and you know.
And drop it. And
Yeah, exactly.
if I get a dexterity item, not going to be super helpful for the witch doctor.
Correct.
All right, now I got to find you guys. Actually, why did I could have just used the banner. What was I thinking? Oops. Oh, there you are.
No.
But you might have noticed I actually switched to my
Whoa.
cool-looking Ganondorf set.
If
look
Ganondorf
at that
pursued the
character.
monk lifestyle,
Monk.
this is what
Dark Monk.
Dark Monk Ganondorf.
Right, and that is exclusive to this Switch version as well.
And like we've been saying, Diablo has some really, really cool gear and different types of loots. And I just walked the wrong way. I'm sorry. So I'm wearing what's called the Crudist or Crudist boots, which allows me to have 2 allies instead of 1. So it's a different type of build I have. And this is all based off of pretty much using different abilities. So I'm going to be twirling this around and just running through foes because I deal insane damage with it.
This is the build where you look like an airplane propeller, right?
Yep.
All right, 95%. Once you fill this bar, you're gonna have a boss fight on your
I'm
hand.
just going to run through these guys.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh!
Wow, that filled up.
And I
real
got
quick.
some rare
Ooh, we got some
legendary
orange
boots. So where is he?
It looks like he's just up to our
All right.
to the left a little.
I'm just going to go right through
gonna
him.
go window him, and that's that.
You guys might be a little overpowered for this.
This is the difference when I put a lot of hours into this build, so it's just to show people I can just run
You're
through
just
everyone.
like, yeah.
You gotta
absolutely,
flex
just,
a
like,
little, right?
melting
Oh
everyone.
yeah, this guy. Yeah, you
Look
know.
at that. That was a yellow. That was like beyond elite. That guy's legendary. Basically.
Took him down. All right.
One shot.
Let's see what we dropped. Oh, we got something good. It looked
So,
like.
yeah.
I actually want to see what I
You
got.
got those orange boots.
Ooh,
Is this
it
the
might
one
be a
you
better
were- is this the
version.
one
It
you
might be a better
wanted?
version of what I got.
It looks like it.
Oh, the
No.
Crudist boots.
Vitality's a little
Yeah, you
better.
go.
Yeah, I might like. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and warp back to town. Let's go ahead and close her up. Did everybody get
I got my stuff.
everything?
got
Okay,
it.
cool. And then what we like to do then is one last thing is do the bounty. So we'll go back to that. Gonna close this bounty, get some nice gold for it. One thing to point out is if we were actually trying to compete in a greater rift, that's when it would put us in the leaderboard. So if I actually press the minus button here, you can actually check the leaderboards. And this is what's great about seasons. So for example, I can check and see who's doing what right now and where they are in place. I thought you guys were on here somewhere. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I was up here for a
Don't
while.
Don't spend
far
too much time
down.
seeing how
Yeah.
far down the leaderboard
Yeah, I
we
know.
are.
But one thing to point out here is the seasonal journey, and these are personal objectives. And this has been really, really fun because this is the first time I've done it. Now, we're in season 15, but don't let that dissuade you away. Each new season starts new, so it's really fun. And I have done the first couple chapters, so I've taken down really powerful bosses at super hard difficulties, created special gear, really, really fun stuff. And I'm still need to go through these, and these objectives look really tough, so I can't wait to go through that with you guys. One of them in particular is trying to beat the campaign mode in 1 hour, which
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
awesome.
nice.
I can't wait to try that with
Be
you
a
guys.
lot of coffee before that.
Yeah. Okay. Getting back to the topic, so we're going to open this up, and we're going to see what kind of boss. Oh, perfect. So every time you start this game, the bounties are randomized, so we don't know who we're going to get. But right now, we're going to go after the butcher. Okay.
The butcher.
Nice.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm just going to use your banner to jump to you
Right. It's a good idea.
because I'm a lazy bum.
Now I'm super overpowered here, so I'm just going to kind of carve my way through this.
Well, in addition to being able to transport to where your friends are with the banners, there's also like a purpose, this, with what the cosmetics are of each banner, as far as achievements and
Yeah, you
and
get
the
some
like.
bragging rights
Yeah, you
with the
can
ones
show
you
them
Yeah.
got.
off like when you're playing with randoms or something like that. Or friends. That.
Did I tell you this the wrong
Friends
way?
and
Oh, I
randoms,
did.
Then random friends.
It's only going to be a matter of time, Vince, before you're just raining meteors and everyone, and I can't even keep up.
I'm trying, man.
I'm looking
trying to
forward
keep
to
up.
it. Okay, it's not here. All right, so I'm
Flip
going to
that
open
one
up the
other way
map.
around.
So, oh, yep, looks like we're going to have to go south.
Oh, yeah.
We were deceived by that path.
Yeah, come this way, Vince.
Come over here, because I
You
was
can just
facing these guys
teleport
alone.
Ooh. These guys are tough.
Yeah, I love the seasons because they kind of it doesn't force me, but it makes me want to try different classes and try different gear sets. and
Yeah, when I see you guys level, I'm like, oh, I
experiments.
should really try that.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those things that's great about the Paragon levels that you gain, because first time through is really challenging because you've got the regular gear, you've got all that stuff. But once you've got Paragon levels, you can start a new character with those extra levels and extra gear.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
carries
you-
over too after the season's over, right? Which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so if you find you don't like a class per se, like for me, I usually like to charge head first in the battle, so Demon Hunter isn't really my style, but I can move over to Barbarian and not have such a huge handicap. And I can play with my friends and just kind of piggyback off them.
No, who does that?
Well, we all are with Demetrius, so.
Like I said, I love this game.
It's just body parts
This would
in
have
your
been
wig.
so hard, though, at like a level difficulty like 2 higher.
Right.
Yeah.
I love how the
I-
team who made this game took so long, delicately taking these animations and showing off these
I'm
incredible
just
monsters,
carving
and
them
you're
up.
just running
Whoosh.
straight through
Immediately
them.
breaks them into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, this is what people don't see on stream is when I put it up to Torment 10 and I'm just like death, 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 death.
Dude.
But it's so much fun because I'm challenging myself.
Yeah,
I'm
We've definitely found the
it's
limit.
increasing
to
the
our-
way, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
am-
then when you actually complete it, you're like, yes, I got it. It's just really, really cool. It's
I am
satisfying.
consistently impressed with the production value of this game and how everything is so lovingly crafted. It's crazy that it all fits on your Switch. You can hold in your hands. It kind of blows my mind.
The butcher went down so fast. I'm sorry.
You did what? Did you push A?
Sorry. Yeah, myself. Oh, and my bags are full. Oh gosh, all my friends are just laughing at me right now. I'm known for that. That's something I should warn you all. Is I always forget to empty my bags. So you're like,
You
yeah,
always
let's
have
go
to
do
go
it.
back?
Wait, my bags are full.
Dude, it doesn't work when you're carrying
Is that a
stuff,
problem
man.
in game or in real life?
I know. Maybe. All right, let me actually salvage this and repair. 'Cause I need to repair. All right. So that's a quick look at the game. It's really awesome. It's coming out tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to playing this with you guys. Super, super excited. Once again, it's this Diablo 3 Eternal Collection on the Nintendo Switch. Hope
got
to
a
see you
cool
guys
bundle
playing
to show
soon.
off
Oh,
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Got
right.
One more thing to do.
Yeah.
One more thing.
One more thing. So also tomorrow, the Nintendo Switch Diablo 3 Eternal Collection bundle will be coming out. So there's a little, we'll do a
Right
little
there,
show
right
and
there,
tell
right
here.
I
This
love
one
the
here.
art on the back of that.
We'll do a little show and tell here.
there
There
we
we
go.
go.
It is.
Nice.
Get that straightened out there. So that's the front of the box, and we'll turn that around and look at that nice
Such
illustration.
good artwork there. I really like that.
Yeah, I'm loving. I think the thing I love most about this art specifically is this is when I was playing the Crusader, was just getting grabbed and destroyed by, by Diablo. That was a really accurate representation of me.
Yes.
All right, cool. Why don't you open that up and let's see what's inside.
Yeah, that's a good-looking illustration. That's something you don't want to hide on your shelf anywhere.
Blizzard's artists are just the best.
They have
Sure.
amazing artwork. Really, really big fan of their stuff.
So we're looking at the dock here. So we've got some cool art on this dock. It's the depiction of
The eternal struggle.
yeah, the eternal conflict between heaven and hell, or as we were calling it, Frank and the Shaman, which we have
Found out that was
it's
wrong.
a little more epic than that. So
Turns out not right.
Very
turned out
classic.
so a nice little subtle design there.
Can I hold that?
Yeah.
Give you some room.
Yeah, I'll check the box later, so we
that.
give that back. And then we've got the case here, so it's got a little bit of a reflective coating on there.
It's Diablo's
and we've-
face.
Yeah, we've got Diablo's face there. Flip that around. We've got Blizzard's logo. They weren't able to join today. They're preparing for BlizzCon, but just
Just a
wanna
little
say
busy.
We'll hi to them. Hello. Hope you guys are doing well. And I just want to show the perspective there. This is a nice thin case, and I'm on the go a lot, so I like having something compact like this. And the
This
red
is so
trim is
nice.
quite nice as well.
It is. It feels very evil, which I love.
Yeah.
It fits for this game, right?
Yes, this is not a holy case. And then looking at the system here. So on the back, we've got half of Diablo's face. It's a little
Yeah.
too evil to get the full face on there, so we've got
too
half of
scary.
his face. And
It's mostly horn. but
yes, just another cool design here, nice and subtle, really matches the aesthetic.
And then last piece is the little digital card there.
Yeah, so we have the full game download here for Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. So you can enter this code in your eShop. For me, I've been playing games digitally a lot. I'm on the go a lot, so having to manage carts it's not something I'm able to do often.
Yep.
So having everything on my system at once is really great.
I love it.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Katie, and thank you to all of you and all of you watching today. We are going to wrap it up, but again, thanks, and we will see you next time.